How's it going, everybody? I'm the BTC Reaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading while the price is going up or down. Over on Dixie for the daily, we did continue above our EMAs like we said to watch out for, so I would watch for a continuation push that could push us toward that 102 area. Our VWAP does have higher highs. We do have those weaker lows that did push us forward, so we do have a bit of a bullish trend forming here, pushing momentum and money flow higher. And if this continues, it's likely crypto will continue lower. We did have a gap back here that we filled. We are hanging up on that gap, showing how those gaps have an 80% likelihood to fill, and you can go back to them. That being said, we could push up to that 103 area. That would be our next gap to the upside, and then it does look like there is another slight gap right around this 104 area. So over on Bitcoin dominance for the daily, we do have a doji indecision candle with a long upper and lower candle wick. Our RSI is starting to pull back. VWAP is favoring bearish. Momentum is pushing down. Money flow is weakening. So I would watch as that VWAP continues to favor bearish. Momentum will weaken that money flow, and dominance will continue to slide, meaning altcoins will outperform Bitcoin. Over on total for the daily, we did push down toward the top of our channel like we said to watch out for, and we are breaking that 602. If we do not get back above that 602 and hold in the next couple days, then it is likely we could continue lower. Watch for a higher low with higher highs. If we can make a higher low with higher highs by not breaking that 300 EMA and then breaking above our golden pocket, then we could still continue forward. But if we are unable to do so and we break that EMA level, then it's likely we would sell off. RSI is pushing down, our stochastic is pushing away. We do have that orange above blue, that is that bearish cross that does give that RSI bearish strength to push price lower. Momentum is rounding with that double red dot. VWAP is pushing down and the money flow does want to pull back, so I would exercise caution on that. Over on Bitcoin futures for the daily, we did push down to the 60k area, much like we said to watch out for, but now we have a gap to the upside. This is positive because if we come down, fill our gap right around here at that 57.4, and then we can make a higher low and push forward, it does give us a potential to push in this area and attempt to make a higher high with that low. So if we can make higher lows with higher highs still, we do still have potential to push up as long as they do not create a rising channel where the highs and lows connect. If we get more of that bullish continuation where they do not connect, then we can continue forward even if we do see that push down. Stochastic is pulling back, RSI is pushing away, VWAP is favoring bearish, money flow is pulling back, and momentum is rounding away, so keep an eye on that VWAP. Over on the 1 hour, you can see that VWAP favored bearish, and we did see momentum drop, money flow held. That in turn weakened this 2 hour. At 2 hour, the VWAP is starting to favor more bearish, money flow is pulling back. Watch that. If that continues and leads into this 4 hour, which it's about to, then we could see the higher time frames break down and get that larger breakaway. We are below our 300 EMA on this 4 hour as well, so if we don't get back above and hold, it's likely we could see a rejection, push down, fill that gap, and hopefully push forward from there. So over on Bitcoin, probably very similar as futures does lead Bitcoin, that's why we cover it, but we did break our support area, we did push away towards 60k, we did warn of that. Stochastic is pushing down, RSI is pulling back, VWAP is pushing away with lower highs and lower lows, causing momentum and money flow to weaken. So again, watch these lower time frames. Over on the 1 hour, that VWAP is favoring bearish, but we're trying to get higher lows with a higher high. If that VWAP can stay above neutral here, we could run up. However, if that VWAP makes a rejection, we will continue a bearish trend and continue lower. We do have lower lows with lower highs. They do not connect, so they do not create a descending channel. A descending channel would push you up, so we have more of a bearish continuation. Remember, bearish continuation continues you lower. So the 2 hour over here at VWAP and money flow are favoring bearish, causing that 4 hour to slip bearish, breaking its 300 EMA. Again, if we don't get back above that and hold, it's likely we would continue lower. So over on graph for the daily, we are continuing that rejection of our neckline, so we will delete this pattern and call it done for. And we did break that 16,316 like we've been warning about. Stochastic is pulling away, momentum is rounding, RSI is pushing down, VWAP is pushing down, and money flow is bullish. But with that VWAP pulling back, we could see a continuation to the downside. Again, watch lower time frames. At 1 hour, we are well below that 300 EMA, continuing lower. We do have some gaps to the upside that is positive. It gives us that area we can revisit, bounce to if we can gain strength. But again, just watch for that push to the 14,316. VWAP is bullish. Watch for that to hold. If it does not hold, we probably have bearish momentum here on the 2 hour. We do. We broke our EMA. We are continuing lower. So if that 1 hour does not reverse, the 4 hour and the 2 hour will continue to weaken. And this 4 hour is starting to break into bearish. We see a slight flicker of red. If that holds in the red, then we will have that confluence that can continue to drop us down. So again, exercise caution on that. Over on Ankr for the daily, we are seeing that same rejection, pretty brutal rejection. We broke our 2673 like we've been warning to watch for. If we do not hold in this range and get back above that, watch for that 2338. That's both where our value area low and our next support level are. Stochastic does want to pull back. VWAP is favoring bearish. Momentum is rounding away. Money flow is bullish, but starting to pull back. So watch that VWAP. If it continues lower on lower time frames, that money flow could flip into the red. Over on the 1 hour, VWAP is starting to favor a little bit bullish. That is positive. That's unlike the rest of the coins we've seen. So if that VWAP stays bullish, money flow could push forward and make a bounce. But most of the rest of the market is red. So I would exercise caution here. That VWAP does want to round away here on the 2 hour. Money flow is pulling back. Again, watch that 1 hour. If that 1 hour holds, the 2 hour can flip back bullish, push up, and we could gain strength. However, if that 1 hour breaks here, that's where we are going to continue lower. So over on XRP for the daily, we did push down to the 57 support area again. Momentum is rounding. We have a double red dot. Stochastic does want to pull back. We do have a bearish cross. RSI is dropping. That VWAP is starting to break that neutral. So watch that VWAP. If it continues to break that neutral, we can see that momentum continue to round away, and money flow will continue to deepen in the red. That would mean a further sell-off. Over on the 1 hour, we did break our EMA. We tried to hold back above it, but we got lower highs and a slightly lower low that do not connect. So this is a bearish continuation that could bring us lower. VWAP does have a lower high. We have a higher low though, and we are trying to push up. So if we can break that neutral and hold, then we can still push up. However, if that VWAP rejects that neutral or makes a lower high, momentum will continue lower. Money flow will remain red, and we will weaken those higher time frames. The 2 hour, we are trying to hold that EMA level. So watch this very close. If we break that 58,930 and we hold, then that's where we may continue lower. Over on ALGO for the daily here, we are breaking away from that head and shoulder, pretty much the full breakdown. So this would be a decent DCA area. It's a decent support area, much like the rest of the market. Stochastic does want to pull back. Remember, DCA in and out. RSI is pulling back. Momentum is rounding. VWAP is pushing down, and money flow is bullish, but starting to lose strength. So I would exercise caution. Over on the 1 hour, that VWAP is bullish. Momentum is pushing up, but that money flow is bearish. Watch that VWAP very close. It's pulling back. So even though it's bullish, that doesn't mean we're guaranteed to run up. Watch for it to hold. If we can get higher highs with higher lows from here, we could push up. But if this makes a lower high and then we favor bearish again, we will see higher time frames start to weaken. Thank you for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a great night. I appreciate it.